No, I drank coffee.
Okay.
What are you doing now?
What do you think makes a good leader?
First of all, I think you have to be someone true to yourself. I think you have to be in total control of you. I know you guys hate the 7 habits of highly effective people, but Covey talks about the 7 habits as being 3 private victories. And on top of that, once you have control of yourself, in other words, once you can have the end in mind, once you become a proactive person, once you can organize your own life and become independent, from dependent to independent, then you can become a leader, because then you're dealing towards interdependence. So the very next set of 3 habits, according to Covey, are, for instance, win-win or no deal. Okay, listen first and understand the other person before you ask them to understand you, and then synergize, which means that you need to be able to, first of all, whenever you negotiate with anybody, come from a position of independence. If you can control your own life, then you can help others to control their own. And if you can find on the other side somebody that's as independent as you are, that union, according to Covey, creates somebody incredibly powerful, and that's interdependence. So to me, you have to A, be honest, B, be a person that everybody says, if I want something done, I'm going to call him or her, because they know that although you're busy, you go to that person and you get some answers. Okay, you go to that person and you get things done. And secondly, with that person you can work, because that person is going to say to you, okay, so our project is X. We need to do the following. They organize it, and then we prioritize and we begin to work on it as a team. So a leader is not someone that just bosses people around. A leader is someone that can do whatever they're asking you to do 10 times better than anybody around, and who's willing to show them how to do it.
Who is your favorite leader and why?
Wow, lots of different people depending on the fields. I admire the great political minds of ever, and I think you need to go all the way back to probably, in this country, let's talk about this country, because otherwise I'll get lost in Latin America and Spain. In this country, to me, somebody that is a great leader would be somebody like Steve Jobs. Okay, although he doesn't have a college degree, although most people said he's crazy, he's a maniac, and he can't do anything right, he created probably the most powerful company in the world, and he did it because he wants to keep things simple, and everything they put together works, and just works. You don't have to be a genius to figure out how to do it. He's created other leaders right behind him, because he knows that he has to surround himself by the best people possible. Politically, I think you need to go to some of our great presidents that we have had, and there are multiple names that we could mention on that.
Okay.
And I won't go into it because I know you.
Do you think a leader is born, or can a leader be created?
Well, I think a leader, I don't know about created, but I think you can develop leaders, definitely. I think there are certain traits that they have to have, and some of those are things that you learn. Principles are not something that you can invent. Principles are true no matter whether you live in China or in Russia or in Mexico or wherever. Because, for instance, I don't think you guys would have any difficulty if I say to you honesty. All of us know what that is. You don't have to define it. It's different from values. Values can vary from society to society. Within the same society, in this country alone, you have so many different ethnic groups. Each one of them probably have different values. They value different things. So leaders place their trust on principles, never on values. So it's a lot more universal. Because of that, it's, I think, very possible to develop good leaders in any circumstance.
Can we have that?
That it?